right, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the Rock and Roll Geezer Show, your rock news outlet, from all the craziness going on in this wacky world of ours. And I'll tell you what, it sure is a wacky one. And we got a good show. Got a good show. Got a lawsuit coming up here. And we have to discuss. Let me see here. Bam. There we go. And, I love basketball games where they have that goofy ass kiss cam. Well, we're going to be talking about that a little bit too. And also a legendary rocker canceling his whole tour for a really odd reason. We'll discuss that a little bit. Little more on the Prince of Darkness. He's never going to go away because he's the Prince of Darkness. And here's here's a sad little story that's going to reap somebody massive rewards eventually. And there's a douche nugget here that we got to talk about. We've talked about quite a few times. Talk about him, and and some health food coming up on the market by a very weird person. So in terms of health food, I guess so. In any case, we'll discuss all of this and. Got to do it with my co-host Doc Moxer over in beautiful, sunny Aurora, Illinois. How you doing there, man?
Yeah, you already ever hear a roar call beautiful, but whatever. Yeah, man, I got our usual array of wild and wacky stories to get into, but yeah, had a good rocking weekend. Had
Yeah,
the suits out, and yeah,
yeah,
great time, man. Good show, good crowd. It was a good
yeah,
time.
yeah. We had a good time. That was crazy cool. Uh, man, this humidity though, it was only like 75 degrees or so, but again, the humidity was so hot, so high that it was like
Dude, I think that
breathing
may be
water.
the most humid day I've ever experienced.
I
It was
swear it was only
unbelievable.
75, but
Yeah, it was like
you know.
96 humidity. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, so we're sort of like
It didn't slow us down.
humiditied out here in the Midwest. We've got enough of this crap, and we could move on for sure. But
We got more coming though.
oh
But
yeah,
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 like I said, good array of stories, and yeah, we'll get into everybody's seen the Coldplay Kiss Camp thing. Definitely, we got to get into that. But story from last September or whatever. Now,
oh, it was last
kind
year
of
sometime.
some more developments here.
Well, we talked about how what's the name? What's it? Jane's Addiction was out on tour with these two guys right here, Perry Farrell and Dave Navarro, and we had a video up where during one of the shows Perry Farrell attacked Dave Navarro, started shoving him and stuff. Navarro's all freaked out and whatnot. And so after that, the tour went to hell. They just, yeah, that's it. We're done. Perry
More
screwed
than
it
a
up.
tour, the band, yeah,
And the tour and the band, yeah. Perry screwed it up for everybody.
yeah.
But and now in an odd little, well, not really odd, I guess. The three other members of Jane's Addiction have sued Perry Farrell for being a douchebag and basically, just throwing a nuclear bomb to Jane's Addiction. And I can't blame them really. They lost a lot of money, and boy, they the guy. Well, and remember why everything was going to hell. Remember, his wife wanted to have dancers on stage. I think she was
Right,
a dancer too, right? Yeah,
right.
she wanted to be on stage dancing like it's some freaking Brady Bunch adventure hour or something. It's like, and Navarro, no, he ain't for that crap. This isn't Lady Gaga stuff. Where and that really bugs the hell out of me when stars have all these dancer back
Yeah,
dancing and stuff. It's like, let me avert your attention to
yeah,
these people
exactly.
because
It's a
I
distraction.
suck.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. That's
because I
exactly right.
suck. So yeah, the part was having that, but the truth is coming out, man. That Perry Farrell he was out of his freaking mind. I mean, he had mental health issues, and his claim is now. Okay, wait, we should not get too far ahead. Well, let's get too far ahead. Perry Farrell, he's suing them back. He says, "Okay, you guys." He says, so he Perry Farrell says he claims that he reached his breaking point on Friday, September 13th. Good call, Doc. Good call on the date. The night of the Boston,
Oh yeah, good old
chowder.
Boston. Yeah,
After the show, we'll get some chowder.
got to park the car.
But Farrell became angry that Navarro, playing at top volume, was bullying him yet again and callously refused to lower his volume despite his repeated requests. As a result of Navarro's loud playing, which was excruciating, Doc, just so you know, excruciating and dangerous to Farrell. Uh, wait, time out.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
take a
Explain
drink.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
when the hell does a rock musician ever say anything's too loud? What the hell? Excruciating. Yeah. Hopefully it was Marshall's. Knowing Dave Navarro is probably Marshall's. So that's excruciating delightfulness. My Marshall, come on, douchebag. Anyway, as it's excruciating day during the song Ocean Size, Farrell reacted by body checking Navarro. Farrell did not throw any punches, but simply wanted to alert Navarro that he had to stop playing so loud.
No,
Farrell claims that his physical action led to, quote, an inappropriate, violent escalation by Navarro and Avery that was disproportionate to Farrell's minor body check of Navarro. And that Navarro also, quote, menacingly charged at and aggressively assaulted both Farrell and his wife, Eddie. Eddie Lau backstage. Holy cow, Eddie Lau. What the hell? Oh, geez. This is, I don't know. They should have just gone their separate way. But they lost a lot of money, I'm sure. Lost a
right.
ton of money. So,
Yeah,
and
that's the whole thing. Yeah, the rest of the band suing him for all this lost income, man. They lost, the rest of the tour, and I'm sure if they win, the staff they got to get in on it, right? They got to. If they're owed money because this tour was canceled, the road crew would be the same, I would think.
well, that's,
So
yeah. Well, speaking of the
so
road crew, my friend.
once they filed that, then obviously then Perry went feral. Perry went
Oh,
feral.
well done, Doc. Well
I
done.
didn't see
Anyway,
the in the video. It's like, yeah, he just comes and checks it, but you don't know. He's definitely he's coming with them with some rage, and there's
yeah.
you don't know. You don't know. You got to protect yourself. You don't know what this guy's got in
Well,
mind. He could be throwing punches at any second. So
Dave
yeah, we
Navarro
all
needed
saw the
to
video.
he needed to pull a Cliff Johnson, grab his guitar and bust out his teeth,
Right?
like in the song. But anyway, you're talking about we always talk about the staff of the concerts,
Yeah,
the tours and whatnot, the staff. And here's a headline from the Good People. Where are the good people? It doesn't even say who. Okay, heck with you then. Nope, doesn't say. Anyway, the headline: Jane's Addiction crew member calls out Perry Farrell for costing them their jobs. There you go, man.
exactly.
We talk about that so much. A Jane's Addiction crew member has spoken out about the impact of the band's canceled tour on the working staff. This follows the recent legal disputes between band members, guitar bass tech Dan Cleary, between band members. Guitar bass tech Dan Cleary shared his perspective on the situation in a statement posted on Instagram. He says, don't forget about the Jane's crew. We delivered every single night without fail. Perry took accountability on Instagram afterwards. What happened to that guy? The whole thing sucks for literally every single person involved.
Oh
And
yeah,
yet,
yeah.
yet I
Nobody wins
still
in that.
love the
Yeah,
band. And then he goes on. He says, "I'm making jokes about Jane's addiction, but all kidding aside, a lot of people lost work because of what Perry Farrell did on stage." He continued, "I know the focus of the lawsuit is the band members, but they had a world class crew behind them every night who also
right,
lost 5 weeks of work and future tours. The people in one bedroom apartments with roommates."
right.
Boy, that last line sort of puts
The
things
people,
in.
yeah, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, people are really counting on that check. So
So if Perry and Eddie, who actually are incredibly generous people, he says, want to play hardball with the band who lifted him up every night, they are also hurting their crew. I will always speak up for the people I work with. Bam. There you go, man. How about that? It's so true
Well, it
though.
seems to me too. All right, so once they filed the suit, then Perry countersues, which what do you got to lose? I guess it seems like if he really had any merit, he'd already filed, or you know,
Yeah.
I guess if you're getting a lawyer already, why not file a countersuit? But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Perry's gonna lose on this one. So
Probably. I mean, the evidence is there. I mean, jeez, video evidence and all, and apparently he went nuts backstage too, you know,
right,
going nuts so
right.
backstage. So, you're right though, some lawyers said, "Hey, come on, Perry, we can win this one." Some sleazebag
Dude,
ambulance
exactly. That's what's gonna
chaser.
happen. Yep, it's just gonna make the lawyers rich, and the band will be broke up, and
Yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen out of it. But
And Dave
the
Navarro will
lawyers
still
will
be
definitely get their cut. Yeah.
Dave Navarro will still be playing too loudly,
Right.
if I may use correct grammar. Yeah, yeah. So, what a shame. What a doggone shame. Where are they too? Here's another picture. Or no, no. Oh, here we go. There they are. Coldplay. I don't know. They look like an AI band. That, like, again, you just want to punch in the face. Really, really do. You just want to punch them in the face. They look like soy
Honest to
boys.
God, my least favorite band. They really are.
Really are.
My least favorite band.
Well, I'm not into soy boys. They're like the Imagination Dragons or the Imaginary Dragon, whatever the hell
Yeah,
they
whatever.
are.
Yeah, yeah.
I can imagine they're horrible. I never heard their music, and I don't want to hear it. The name alone, just the
Yeah,
Imaginary
them,
Dragon.
and then the other one, the band, the sound, the name, everything. Death Cab for Cutie. Cannot stand them. Cannot.
That's
I
Cab for
can't stand them.
Cutie. Love the name.
Can't
Never
stand them.
heard the band, but
Nah,
and that's probably a
nah.
good thing.
Terrible.
But
Terrible.
it is bad enough. It's bad enough, Doc, that you're caught at a Coldplay concert. Right there is bad enough that you're actually at a Coldplay concert. But then this dumb L, I love this. This is so great. Oh, there they are. This is like
Yeah.
this is like 1 second before terror comes into their faces, and that was so beautiful. Everybody's seen it a million
Yeah,
times
everybody's
already.
seen it by now. Yeah.
And the memes are going crazy. And that's all funny and stuff, but it ticks me off because yeah, they're adults, but there's gonna be kids involved in this
Yeah.
bullshit,
True that.
and the kids are going to hurt bad. And then how dare
Yeah.
you people? How dare you? Number one, again, how dare you go to a Coldplay concert? You know, so geez, shame on you. But that's the best thing. Boy, caught, caught in the act. Holy
All right.
crap!
All right. I got a couple things on this. Excuse me. All right. First of all, Susan come on it, then they start ducking and bobbing. If they'd have just act cool, it would have. They never got caught.
If Bobby never got
They'd have
caught.
never
Yep,
got caught. If they would
yep.
have just played it out, nobody would have given a second thought. Just another kiss cam.
Just hold
Never would have.
still, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cam person would have gotten bored quickly and then gone
Right.
elsewhere. But
Just moved on.
no.
But no, both of them ducking and dodging undercover. Yeah, something was
And a
up right there.
crowd laughing at Shaw. Geez, that was terrible.
Right.
But like I said, it's a shame because it's gonna hurt families, and you idiots,
Well,
you
here's the other
stupid
part too
idiots.
that gets me. So he's the CEO of the company,
He
and she's
was
the HR director, I guess, of their title.
right, yeah.
And you know, she's busted people for dating at work. Who knows how many times?
Ooh, yeah,
How many times? You just know she has. HR, they're enforcing all the rules of what
yeah,
you can do at work, what you can't, and here she is screwing the
yeah.
CEO,
And you're
man.
right. And
The,
we know
the
about
biggest hypocrite in
HRs.
the company.
We know about HR departments. Yeah, I've dealt with enough big companies, enough Fortune 500s. God, when I work with like 3 or 4 of them. And oh yeah, it's just mind-numbing
Oh yeah.
crap. The HR, you gotta, dance around the HR people because they got way much power.
Yep.
They got way too much power. But these people,
And
yeah,
here she's the one doing the dirt, man.
and apparently, yeah, he's gonna, he's very wealthy, so his wife's gonna make out fine. Kids are gonna have 2 Christmases. It's gonna be crazy.
Right?
What's that?
Oh
What's
yeah,
that
he put
movie?
out a statement and everything. Yeah, it's like, dude,
Yeah,
come on, man.
Talladega Nights. Yay, 2 Christmases. What a dumbass. It serves them right, though. And like I say, they deserve everything to get just for being at a Coldplay concert. Because, if they're at, like, I don't know, like this summer, I'm going to see Judas Priest. They're not going to be no kissing cam out there. There may be,
No.
rocking cam, but Goofy ass Kiss Cam. What Coldplay? Really? Shame on you. You deserve. Your kids don't deserve. You deserve all the shame
You know what? You're
and
right. It has no place in a rock show. What the hell's Coldplay doing, man?
yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
that's like in
Geez.
minor league ball games and basketball games and stuff like that, man. What do you?
Well, it's the me. Uh, uh, you know, culture.
Well, that's
Me.
exactly
Oh,
that's their
look,
demographic. Yeah,
and they'll show some people and they'll just go nuts. I'm sure. Oh, look, honey, we're on the camera. Yeah. Hey, big fat dopes. You deserve everything you get coming to you, you big fat dopes. So yeah, don't go to a Coldplay concert. Number one, just don't even go. And
no good can come from it.
if you do go, wear masks or something, or yeah. Boy, what a bunch of dumb. Really, gosh, I could just see that concert. Hey, you got tickets to the Coldplay concert? I'll tell the wife I'm working late at the office. Oh,
Right.
geez. Oh, the deception. Oh, well, you deserve it, dumbass. So,
And I just can't get over the way that they reacted. If they just played it off, would it act like it was being televised to their wives' homes or something? No, it's just the people there
oh,
in the
that
auditorium. Just yeah, whatever.
the look of terror on her eyes, though, as she just like, oh boy, you knew something was happening there. And the memes are fabulous. You showed me the one, yeah, where who's hugging Dave
It was a
Mustaine?
James Hetfield, Dave Mustaine. Yeah, that was a
Hugging
pretty good
Dave
one. Yeah,
Mustaine.
that was a
Oh
pretty
man.
good one.
Oh, there's a lot of good ones out there, I must say. People sure, they whip out the creativity real easily and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. So yeah, cool on that. Uh okay, Doc, here's one I'm having trouble with here. Steve Miller, legendary. Steve Miller, there he is right now. Hey there, Steve. Well, by golly. Here's the headline from the good people of classic rock. All right. Headline: Steve Miller Band cancel all upcoming shows, citing, quote, extreme heat, unpredictable flooding, tornadoes, hurricanes, and massive forest fires. Holy smoke. He covered all the bases there.
And locust and plague and whatever. Jesus.
Yeah, well, yeah, geez. Yeah, he covered all the bases there except for one thing: low ticket sales. I'm just guessing, but okay, let's discuss this here. The Steve Miller Band has canceled all their upcoming shows. The band, who were scheduled to kick off their 2025 summer tour at the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort outdoor stage in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, on August 13th. That's still almost a month away, 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Broke the news via a statement posted on social media. Here they say, you make music with your instincts. You live your life by your instincts. Always trust your instincts. The Steve Miller Band has canceled all of our upcoming tour dates. Wow. What the hell's with the instincts crap? The
Right.
combination of extreme heat, I got to use a country accent on this one. The combination of extreme heat, unpredictable flooding, tornadoes, hurricanes, and massive
Tornadoes.
tornadoes, hurricanes, and massive forest fires make this risks for you, our audience, the band, and the crew unacceptable. So you can blame it on the weather. The tour is canceled. Kiss our ass. Well, I added that last line. Don't know where, don't know when. We hope to see you all again. Wishing you all peace, love, and happiness. Please take care of each other. Holy smokums. The move comes in the wake of an increasing number of high profile outdoor shows ditched due to extreme weather conditions brought on by climate change. Oh, knock it off. Apparently, it says here, poor insurance premiums over the last decade have doubled due to the increased risk of weather related cancellations. And in 2024, Laura Seaver, director of projects at Reverb, a company who works with touring musicians to reduce their environmental impact, told Rolling Stone that such incidents were on the increase. Holy cow. When I first joined Reverb, probably out of every 10 acts we work with would have at least one weather cancellation when they went on tour. Aw, At
Oh,
least
one
one
out of
weather
10 out
cancel.
of, yeah,
Well, one out of 10 of their performers
right, right, right.
we worked with would have at least one weather cancellation. Oh my gosh! You know, the place we played Saturday, Lee's, the band had to cancel yesterday because of the rain. Oh, it's tragic. Climate change. What the heck? This is so bad. Yeah, yeah. So, wow. Yeah, and he says now pretty much every artist we work with has a weather incident. The increased and severity is increasing. The one thing I didn't say increase. The increase. Oh yeah, it is, and severity is increasing. Good grief! These people are just insufferable. One out of 10 acts had a weather related incident, rain or whatever. I'll be
Out of
darned.
their whole
That's
tour.
horrifying. That's
So
horrifying.
if they had,
My
a
God,
dozen, 15 shows on the tour, there's one out
doggone
of
it.
15, and then that's one out of 150 times 10 bands. So yeah,
God, that's
pretty low
terrifying.
percentage. Yeah.
I'm terrified, brother. I got to say, I'm terrified of that fact. What the hell? What no, he
No, I think you're
canceled
right. It's probably more to do with ticket sales,
ticket sales.
probably.
Steve
But
Miller wasn't that big of a deal anyway.
well, you know what? Kind of both of them, I guess. With the logistics and the rising cost of insurance because of weather related, whatever is all part of it. Now you got to have more ticket sales to compensate for that, and just snowballs from there. So,
Weather
but
related.
yeah,
Jeez.
Steve Miller was always one of those guys. He's like more recognizable now, but like in his heyday, he could have walked down the street. Nobody knew who he was. But but
Well,
yeah, I mean, you got to figure if he's going on tour, it's gonna because he's got to go from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma,
oh,
Philadelphia, Atlanta,
oh,
L.A.
ladies and gentlemen, good golly, Miss Molly. Is there something I can hit there? Let me see. Oh, boo. Oh, geez. I tell you, that's wow. That's a good call there. Yeah, but he's a joker, a toker, midnight smoker. He just can't play the guitar. What the hell? I don't
He's the
know. I think
pompatus of love,
I,
whatever the
I,
hell
I do
that
think
means.
I don't know what the size of stadiums he was going for, but I don't see him filling any big stadiums. Not even. I don't see him filling Tinley Park. When we're talking
Well,
big stadiums, we're talking like 60,000, like Soldiers Field or whatever there by there, hot
yeah,
there.
over by
But
there.
whereas Tinley Park's like a 20,000 seat arena, I
Yeah.
don't even think he'd fill Tinley Park for Christ's sake.
Well, he's usually attaching on with somebody else. He wasn't like the main the headliner. It'd be Steve Miller. I think he was on the Journey and Def Leppard thing or whatever a while back.
Oh
So he's
gosh.
usually the opener. So
Oh, I'll be done.
I
No,
know. I guess
wow.
now he tried to go out and headline the tour by himself and found out it ain't working out. So
Sorry, man. There's already too many fish in the sea, and yeah, geez. Good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance to Steve Miller. Here we go. There he is, Princess of Darkness, the Prince of Darkness,
we can't do a show without Ozzy, man. We
without
just
Ozzy.
can't.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ozzy, and Ozzy Osbourne, according to Metal Injection, the good people of Metal Injection.
That
Headline:
sounds painful.
Ozzy Osbourne announces his final memoir and his last rites. Out this what the hell? Come on, Ozzy. The Prince of Darkness is ready to tell his story one last time. Ozzy Osbourne has announced the release of his second and final memoir, Last Rites, due out October 7th via Grand Central Publishing. I don't know. Bill,
Just in time for Christmas and makes a
ah,
great stocking stuffer. But how do they know this is going to be his final one? They don't know that. Come on.
yeah. Well, it is billed as a quote, fearlessly raw and bitterly hilarious chronicle. Last Rites offers an unfiltered look at the rock icon's tumultuous, ooh, nice word, tumultuous last 7 years, marked by severe health battles and personal reckonings. It also serves as a retrospective on his chaotic, legendary life, from near death experiences to unforgettable encounters with fellow Hellraisers like Flash, Bon Scott, John Bonham, and Keith Moon. Whew, that's quite a lineup there.
Yeah, right.
Bonham and Moon. Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Well, people say, I wish I could do an Aussie, but I just can't do an, I'll just do an English one. People say to me, if you could do it all again, knowing what you know now, would you change anything? I'm like, F no. If I'd be clean and sober, I kept it normal here. F no. If I'd been clean and sober, I wouldn't be Ozzy. If I'd done normal, sensible things, I wouldn't be Ozzy. Look, if it ends tomorrow, I can complain. I've been all around the world, seen a lot of things. I've done good and I've done bad. But right now, I'm not ready to go anywhere. Will you please just go? Enjoy your children and
He wouldn't
grandchildren.
take the biting the bat's head thing back, huh? He's going with that one too, huh? I think with the 30 rabies shots in the stomach, he might have regretted
Oh
that one, but
gosh,
yeah.
oh my, wow. So yeah, yeah, and of course, in marriage to Sharon and whatnot, and friends like his loss to Lemmy, friend of Lemmy, and all this. He just can't get out of the me. He just can't let it go ever, ever. Really, I wow, whatever, far out, Ozzy. We pretty much seen your whole life. For Christ's sakes, he had that TV show. Jeez,
Right?
that was crazy. So yeah, we pretty much seen his life already. So what do you think, Doc?
I don't even have to look at the comments, but I'd be willing to bet the majority of them are that Sharon. It's a Sharon money grab. Every time
Oh yeah,
Ozzy does something, the
it's
comments are
always
always, "Oh, it's a Sharon money grab situation." But I think it's more of a legacy thing. I think that's where he's kind of at now in his life. It's kind of, wants to leave his legacy in his own words and, kind of go out on his own terms and
well,
stuff. So, yeah.
I'm at that phase, man. It's a race to the finish. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right.
good for Ozzy, man. Do what you want to do, brother. It's a race to the
Oh,
finish at this point.
while we're talking about Ozzy,
Uh-oh.
the Back to the Beginning show
Mm-hmm.
will see a theatrical release.
Oh, will
And
it?
yeah, so I remember at the
Oh,
time when it first came out, I thought it would be either that or a streaming thing, and it turns out both. So
there. Get as
they have
much.
a
Well,
theatrical release coming out early next year, early
ah, okay.
2026. So
I'll make a little more money, hopefully for the charities. But of course, like you say, the comments will say, "So what is Sharon's cut?"
right,
It's always about Sharon. But yeah, I think they make a little more money off it. They made almost 200 million towards charities. That's
yeah,
pretty darn decent. That's good work there. So if they can make some more, more money for charities, good for them, man. I don't see anything wrong with that. And quite honestly, that's all I got to say about one. All right, yeah. Moving on here. Well, here's a disturbing story from the good people of Enemy. Headline: Teen hospitalized in intensive care after being urged by Destroy Lonely. Where are they? Where are you, jerk? Where the jerk or whatever? There he is, Destroy Lonely. Yay! And Destroy Lonely urged his kid to jump off the stage when he hit a metal barrier on the way down.
did you see the
15.
video?
No, oh, I did not.
Yeah, yeah, there's
Brutal.
video. I saw the video. Yeah, so the kid, like normal, it's in Romania of all places. It's
Lordy.
a fest in Romania.
Holy
Probably
cow.
right outside Transylvania or something. I don't know. It's in Romania. The Beach Please Fest is what it's called. And
Uh,
this 15-year-old named Nicholas, we'll call him Nicholas, was there with his mom. And he was called up on stage. Hey, come on up. So he's up there and he's dancing around and jumping around. And then, yeah, this guy calls himself Destroyed Lonely, tells him to take a leap off the stage, jump back down there with his friends. And he's kind of like, are you kidding me? He's like, oh, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. And he jumps and he lands right full torso right on the barricade, man. You can see it instant. It knocks the windy out of you just watching it, man. It's just like, oh.
oh, oh,
And
oh,
so he
oh.
suffered. What did he get out of that? Pulmonary contusions, liver and kidney lesions.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
he's
he took a
messed
pretty
up.
good shot, man. Yeah.
Well, here's a line that that piqued my interest, if you will, Doc. It says footage shows Nicholas looking apprehensive, like you said, of jumping off such a height, but was allegedly coerced. Here we go, and pushed off stage by Destroy Lonely. Pushed.
Yeah.
There it is. That's all we need to know right there. If he laid a hand on him and oh yeah,
Yeah.
lawsuit and destroy destroy lonely can be heard saying on stage, when this MF, I'm not going to say when this MFer drop, I need you to jump right back in there with your friends. Is you ready? Number one, your grammar's horrible, young man. It's are you ready? Come on already. Is you ready? Is you ready? Jiminy Creeper. So yeah,
Well, it's
if he
Romania, so I don't know what you know.
oh yeah, yeah. And oh boy, Nicholas footage shows Nicholas landing torso first directly on a barricade before falling
Yeah.
to the ground. Oh my gosh. And he's gonna take a few weeks of rest and treatment to make a full recovery. Thank God he's 15. You know, they bounce around, he'll bounce
Yeah, you're
back.
still
And
kind of made out of rubber at that
if he
age.
was
Yeah,
50,
yeah.
he'd be intensive care for quite a while.
No, yeah.
And yeah, so and he says, when I fell, I thought I was dying. I had no more air. I ran out of air. I thought if I didn't get help here, these would be my last moments. Oh boy, oh boy. Here
Well,
we
I can
go.
imagine it's got to get frightening as hell, man. Yeah.
Yeah, according to the Observator, Nicholas's mother intends to file a complaint against
Right on,
Destroy
mom.
Lonely. And Destroy Lonely has yet to comment, apparently. So,
Don't mess with those Romanian moms, man. It'd be all over you.
oh boy, oh no, no. With the babushkas on and stuff, just coming up with a frying pan is going to whack you
Right.
upside the head. Yeah, yeah, no, no, that's not a good thing. So, following the incident, Beach Please co founder Andre Saluru has said the festival will not book Destroy Lonely for performances again and have implemented new safety rules, including banning fans from accessing the stage, even if invited by the artist.
See,
Well,
there's always one that's got to ruin it for everybody,
yeah.
man. You know,
And now they have
always.
to implement new safety rules. That's going to be in the lawsuit also. Why didn't you have those safety rules in place in the first
Right.
place? So yeah, they're screwed. You know, the young man's he's gonna make a little money anyway, but
Yeah, it sounds like he took some pretty good hit. I mean, yeah, he's young, but he may
yeah,
have
but
some long-lasting injuries that
wow, man,
that's
yeah, she's really it's
you're messing with
critical for.
vital organs there, man. Yes,
You should hear my knees, man, when I get up. Gosh, I wonder if I can show them. I wonder if I could do that. Jeez. Because it's amazing. Let me see. I bet I can do that while we're talking here. So yeah. So let me see. Let me keep going here. Soloru, the guy with the festival, says in a statement per the Romanian newspaper, we stand with the young man who suffered an injury that night during a spontaneous moment spent on stage. We believe that the incident was caused by the irresponsible attitude of the artist, yeah, who invited him on stage and urged him to jump. That is why, as of today, we have a new rule at the festival. No participant had access to the stage. So, yeah, they're covering their ass, but they're too late. You know, it's just not going to work. Oh, boy. Jeez, doggone. That's too shame, you know? Like you say, all it takes is one jerk. You know, like
yep,
we got that kneecap and that other guy now over with the Palestine things at the
yeah, yeah,
concert,
yeah.
and everybody just can't play freaking music at this point. Just, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know. I don't know. 15 years old.
Back
Oh,
in my day, we didn't have such a yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
And you see the video; it was a good distance. I don't know why he even thought he could make that jump. I mean, I'm sure but I don't know.
Okay, here, I'm gonna show you my knee, Doc. Listen up. See if it comes through. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Let me do it again. You hear that crackle and pop?
Nah, nah,
Oh, you didn't hear it all. That's my knee.
nah.
That
That's
knee.
great TV, though.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, it's a Ray Rayner show, man. Come on. Ah, we love Ray Rayner. But the family, I'm sure they'll sue. They'll get some money. They ain't gonna get, retirement money out of it, but they're gonna get something because yeah, he pushed him. They didn't have the safety rules. So we'll see what happens there, brother. I think they're
Yeah, and he clearly hesitated and didn't want to, and was definitely
apprehensive.
yeah. So
Push. The push
yeah,
though, that's it.
hopefully we'll hear what comes of that.
Okay, here's a sad story here. Where is he, this dude? Billy
I don't know if I
McFarland.
call it sad.
Billy McFarland. Well, this is interesting, actually.
Our
Billy
favorite, would you call
McFarland.
him a douche nugget? Would you call him earlier?
Oh, probably. I'm sure I did.
Our
Billy
favorite douche
McFarland,
nugget?
who did the fire festival, the failed fire festival we've talked about, went to prison for fraud and stuff, and then got out of prison and was going to start up another fire two
Yep.
festival, which we talked about. and that fell through. But this amazes me. Headline from Complex: Billy McFarland sells the Fire Festival brand rights on eBay for $245,300. Wow. How did he manage that? It's the intellectual property, trademarks, and assets. Wow. How did this scammer do that, Doc? What's going on with this world? Jeez.
Doing it on eBay is what got me. He
I
put it on
know.
eBay, and he was disappointed. He thought it would fetch more, but he got upwards to 1,000 offers, and that was the
Wow.
highest bid. So yeah, I got it. So to me, it's clearly not worth everything he's gone through, but I guess get something out of it. Even if it's
Yeah, I
pennies on the
mean,
dollar, get something out of it. So
a super scammer, yeah, and he still walks away with some money and free and clear, I'm sure, of everything with the fire. No more lawsuits. I imagine they took everything. So yeah, almost a
well, that's
quarter
what killed
mil.
me. He had it up for lease or sale. I think he's totally better off just selling it, just washing his hands and feet of the whole thing and being done with it.
Yeah, try and find a new
Yeah.
scheme.
Why
Come on.
lease it and then 3 years or 5 years or whatever the lease is up, going through the whole thing again and no. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just yeah. He'll find a new scam. We'll see him again, I'm sure. Oh, here we go. Oh, geez. Well, Ingve Malstein. This cat, he's something else. First of all, back in the day, Doc, he had there they are, the Force multivitamins. He's just, because he's all about the vitamins and the shredding on his scalloped guitar neck. You see that neck there? That's actually a scalloped neck. That's not a normal. He plays all his guitars. If you look real close, if you can get a good look close at the between the frets, they grind it down to where it's like instead of straight, it's curved. All you can see all his frets. All the frets there are
What's the
scalloped.
advantage of that?
I have no idea. I couldn't play. I couldn't play a quarter of the crap he plays. This guy's so intensely good. Jeez. But anyway, it's not good enough to be an outstanding guitarist. With what he's got like 50 Marshall cabinets behind him. It's just
Oh yeah.
ridiculous. His stage setup is ridiculous. You
Didn't
clown.
we see though it was fake? Remember we talked
No,
about that in the show one
no.
time where it was like a cutout of a Marshall amp or whatever.
Well, a lot of bands do that though, and you'll see the backstage.
I'm pretty sure it was
You
him.
see a picture from behind the stage, and the cabinet is just the front of the cabinet. There's
Hmm.
no speakers or anything. It's all fake. It's all yeah. And they do that, and then it's funny because and then you transpose that to the picture of Hendrix. That's well, I don't know if it was Woodstock or whatever, and they got a picture from the same angle looking behind him at his cabinets, and there's two roadies holding his cabinets up because Hendrix is in front of it, smashing his Fender
Yep.
Stratocaster into the front. You got two roadies back there trying to hold the fence. I wonder if one of them was Lemmy. One of them could very well have been Lemmy.
He was a
But
he
yeah,
was a roadie for Hendrix. Yeah, that's right.
but yeah, Hingway and this goofy stuff. But no, he's not done anyway. He's not done. Headline from the good people of Stereo Gum. Ingwe Malmsteen announces a new protein powder. Oh, there it is. Wow. Oh, look at his flying protein fingers. Let me see. Nope, can't do it. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Ingve, yeah, this guy, he's all into the protein. I'll tell you what, usually you need some kind of athlete or wellness guru to launch your own line of protein powders and multivitamins. Well, the
Well, he's a
Swedish,
bit of an athlete, kind of. I mean, in a
oh,
way.
his finger, yeah, holy cow, his fingers do reps. Well, the Swedish classical metal guitar ace, Ingve, has basically is an athlete. Good call, Doc. You didn't even read the article and you already knew. For decades, he'd been touring the world, moving his fingers in incredibly complicated and precise ways. I couldn't do what a Ingwe doesn't have a southern accent. What the hell? I couldn't do. I couldn't do what he does, and neither could you. Malstein will now be able to put wellness guru right next to veteran shredder on his resume, since he's getting into that game as well. So this cat, well, good for him. You know, all the musicians. So there's so many musicians and even actors and everything that are branching out. Like Walton
Yeah, mostly
Goggins.
into liquor. Yeah, yeah.
Walton Goggins. You see him, you've seen him forever, an actor, and he's now made. He's got sunglasses, big shiny gold sunglasses. They're Goggins for your noggins, So everybody's got to branch out. And Ingwe, yeah, he seems to. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but yeah, he's trying something anyway. Boy, oh boy, what do you think there,
You
Doc?
know, I'm thinking about this. I think they left money on the table. Their slogan should be "Get you shredded."
Oh, there you go. Really,
Come on, man.
you missed your
I missed my
calling.
calling, man.
You
I
missed your
should. That's
calling,
it.
brother.
I think
Yeah.
I should have been, on Madison Avenue, man. Thinking of this stuff.
And Ingwe, he went on Instagram and he wrote, "These were made for me. I'm a very busy man that travels the world while playing 6 shows in a row, up on stage every single night. This works for me, so I wanted to make it available for my followers. 6 shows in a row. Geez, Doc, I was almost comatose after Saturday's show. Geez, this sucks getting old. That blows my mind. What? Go.
While we're talking about Ingve, he recently was offered to do an album with his old band Alcatraz, and he said, "Yeah, I'll do it for $1 million."
Yeah.
And they declined. So
Yeah. And the feeling is on that is that the reason he didn't want to do it at all, but to just show that I will, but you better fire up some cash.
right.
That's just to show that I don't want to do it, so he didn't. So here we go. One of our favorite people, as Blabbermouth reports, Malstein recently talked about his vitamins on a Sirius XM interview with Eddie Trunks. He told Trunks, in order for you to be in good health, you need to take supplements. And I've always done that. And so the reason I put my line out is because I want other people to do too. And it really works. I highly recommend it. All right, man. I'm going to go right out and get him, pal. I don't need that shit, man. I'm fucking losing weight on my own, doc. You notice that, man? Yeah, I'm losing
Getting
weight
into rock and roll
sensibly.
shape, man.
Well, yeah, it's just I don't eat a lot of crap anymore. Vegetables, boneless chicken, marinated, boneless, skinless, marinated chicken breast, a small breakfast just to get my protein. Yeah, and it's working out. It's like wow. So
Boneless
Ingve,
chicken. Wonder
I don't
boneless
need.
chicken.
I didn't bone them, Doc. I got to tell you that right now.
What
But
did them
then
things look like when they were alive? I wonder. I don't know.
I don't need the thing. Thank you, though. I'd sure appreciate it, like the French chef on the Sesame Street
Swedish,
or Swedish
yeah.
chef. Yeah. So there you go, man. And
Corp for corp.
since that interview, Ingve has expanded into other areas. He's got them Force gummies available at his merch store. Force gummies. Uh, no, I know about gummies. So what? But you can also get protein powder, probiotic capsules, and electrolyte supplement. Holy cow! Come on. So yeah, apparently, he's even got yoga mats. Good riddance, man.
I
Wow.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Yeah.
Good for Ingve. Oh, Ingve, we're very proud of you, man. Way to go, dude. What do we got here? Ah, there you go. Yeah. I don't know. Subscribe, people. Come on, man. Wow. No, we don't expect anything special, but we sure do have fun doing we sure do have fun doing this. So we ain't worried about going nuts on gaining 1 million subscribers. If that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we don't care because we're just having a good time. And we thank you so much for joining us. But we got to move on. I've got a boneless, skinless chicken breast to heat up with some veggies. So I really do. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Why don't you take us home, Doc?
Before I let everybody go, got a nice little tidbit to pass on that I just
Oh,
recently found out. Thought was pretty interesting. We recently had the 40th anniversary of Live Aid. Was like a week ago or whatever.
uh-huh.
We didn't acknowledge it on the last show, but I think it just happened over that weekend. And if you remember on that Live Aid, Bruce Springsteen did not play at Live Aid, and it was because he was on tour then. I actually saw that tour when I was stationed in Germany. He played Frankfurt. I went to that
No
show,
kidding.
which is
Ooh.
about it was about a week before Live Aid. And then he played Wembley Stadium, where Live Aid was held. He played 3 days prior to Live Aid concert,
Oh,
and just left his system set up. That was his contribution to the show. That was all Springsteen's equipment and
wow.
everything that was being used
You know
for
how
the
much
show.
that
So
would have cost? You know how
right,
much money he saved them? Oh my gosh.
so
Wow. Good for
well,
that.
that was pretty cool. Yeah,
That's
that's
a
pretty.
major contribution. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. I thought so. I'd pass that on. That's what we do here on the show. So anyway, yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and yeah, it was real good meeting a couple of you folks out at the show Saturday, meeting Dana and Marty and a couple other
Yeah.
folks. That was cool. Yeah, it was a good time. So we'll see what happens next week. We'll be here to talk about it. Hope you will be too. Until then, have a great rock and roll filled week, everybody.